Can we do the APT song, the Bruno Mars one? Do you like that one, Grace?
What's it called?
APT, you know, the one with the Koreans?
Rose and Bruno Mars?
Yeah, that one.
Game start.
You know this one?
I heard it on TikTok.
You're not going to blow up. And do you know why? Do you know why you're not going to blow up? It's for one reason. It's not even, I'm not even going to knock you on talent or any of that shit, even though according to you, I'm pristinely untalented, right? I'm not going to knock you on any of that. I'm only going to tell you this one thing. The reason you're not ever going to blow up, Ben, is because you can't fucking work with people. Because of that, your streaming career is destroyed. You're never going to blow up.
Speaking of which,
nobody, Ben.
Before you go, let me just ask you one question.
Wait.
If Grace is invited to the whatever podcast, can you endorse her being on that podcast?
I don't care if she goes on or not.
Not me.
I don't give a flying fuck about her going on that podcast.
Well, because you did. Well, you have pull there. Can you endorse her being on that? She could have been on.
I haven't been on in months. What do you mean? What pull do you think I got?
So, all right, I'm just saying you're not going to like pull any punches behind the scenes. Is that correct?
You want me to do a favor for you, Ben?
Well,
are you asking
I don't know if
favor,
you did
Ben?
a disfavor, but you claimed to do a disfavor by blocking her last appearance there. She was all set to go on.
Prove that I blocked her.
I can't prove it. I can't prove it.
Yeah, because you're full of shit. You're full of shit.
You claimed it. You claimed
No, I never did. I fucking was joking
did.
with you guys. I joked with you guys one
What's
time,
funny
and that's
about
always
that
a mistake.
Joke? What's funny
always
about that
a fucking
joke?
mistake.
Tell me what's funny about that joke, you motherfucker. What is funny about saying I impeded your daughter's career because I could? What's funny about that?
You reap what you sow.
What's funny about that?
You shouldn't have come at me, Ben.
What's funny about that?
Come to the king. You better not miss. Thorp.
What's funny about that? So it's
what
not
did I just
funny.
say?
It's
ha ha ha!
For your petty little
motherfucker!
Fucking faggot ass.
And by the way, I never did. By the way, Ben.
Scumbag.
Ben, I never did. I never did it. Hang on, I never did, Ben. I never actually did it.
You down.
No, you're not gonna do anything, Ben. You're not gonna do anything. But Ben,
get rid of him. Fucking asshole.
Because we disagreed with him.
Come after the king. I'm coming after the king. You're going down, motherfucker. You want to show up on my stream? It's go time. And this time, nothing is going to be spared. Not the little kid wrapped around the tree. Nothing, Andrew. It's go time. Let's fucking go. One thing I can't stand is self-loathing homosexuals. Speaking of which, here's
Yo, Andrew calling in. Yeah, you better, you motherfucker. I'm gonna sue you, Ben, you motherfucker. You son of a bitch. Okay, so I mean, I would have liked to see him explain because I don't know. It's like
I don't know if he's still here or what.
Maybe he's taking credit for like a benevolent coincidence from his point of view.
Quote, wife's arm.
He said something in the backstage. I'm just going to ignore you like last time, Ben. You will obsess, but nothing will happen. Oh.
Well, no, I think Andrew should explain whether or not he actually did try to blackball you off of the whatever podcast.
Dad, you're off camera.
You can invite him back on. I'll stay off. He needs timers and things when he talks to a real man.
Well, I'm going to remove him because he's not talking. Okay.
All right.
I don't see the point in talking to Andrew. I like, it's fine if he wants to talk about the lawsuit, but then it was clearly he just wanted to say, you guys have slandered me too. Okay.
He says I'm here. He wants to call in. He says he's denying the claim.
Okay, he just.
I want to hear him out.
Okay. I don't know. I didn't blacklist you. Okay. But you said that when you fuck with the king or whatever, like, get what you get. Okay.
Yeah, I was messing with him, Grace. So here, I'll make it easy. I was messing with him, obviously, because it triggers him and it pisses him off. No, Grace. Here, I'll just make it super easy for you guys. No, I didn't blacklist you from whatever. That simple.
Okay, so if you were
hang on, Lalo. I want you to repeat for the camera that I said no. I
Okay.
said no, right, Lalo? Right, Lalo?
You gotta pronounce the name right. Okay, so I think Lalo wants to really ask Andrew here whether or not he did so. Now he's denying it. Now, how would you do so if you were to actually want to blackball them and not just make fun of them for getting blackballed?
I don't know. I haven't even thought about it, bro.
Wait,
well, okay, that's the thing, right? Because
Okay,
Ben's
okay,
subtle
wait,
like
wait.
that.
Let's just say we take Andrew at his word. Let's just say we take Andrew at his word. Why did you want to mess with my dad? Like, why? Why?
Because your dad is a
Why?
dick all the time. I don't know. Look, why is it that you think it's okay? You guys can make like fucking 500 streams about me. I do anything in response, even joking around. You lose your fucking minds, and I'm the bad guy. Give me a fucking break with this shit. Give me a break with this
Okay,
shit.
now would you say that
Okay,
a
but
problem
don't you
between
think
the two of
making
you?
criticisms?
What?
Lalo, hang on. I haven't been able to. Hold on one second.
Sure.
Don't you think that it's different to have criticisms of somebody than to imply that you impeded somebody's career? Are those not different?
I never even implied that, Grace. I just laughed at you one time, and you've been freaking out about it ever since.
Oh no,
I laughed about
that's
it
not
one
true.
time. Yeah, it is.
You said you wonder why your daughter didn't get on the whatever podcast, and you left it ambiguous. But you said it was
That's
messing
true.
with you. I'll take you at your word.
No, they
But I mean-
didn't let. I'm pretty confident that you didn't get on the whatever podcast because you had a bunch of controversy around you, and probably Brian didn't want to deal with that
Controversial
shit.
people get
I don't.
on the whatever.
But just so you
podcast
know,
all
I'm
the
gonna be
time.
super blunt, right? I don't do any bookings at whatever, and I've never one time. Well, actually, only one time. There's only ever been one time where I've even known who the guests were going to be beforehand. Once. My word
I'm
on it.
saying I'll take you at your word.
Okay.
But I'm just saying, like, your reasoning for that, like, you just said don't come for the king. So you're
Yeah,
saying,
I was
like,
fucking messing
hey,
with. Yeah, because
you-
okay, and what did that do? It made Thorp crash the fuck out, which was hilarious. What do you want me to say? It was funny.
Okay, so
It was brutal,
It
yeah,
pissed
no.
him off.
Would it be funny if my dad messed with you back by saying like he was going to come attack you in Michigan just to trigger you? Would that be funny? Would that be funny
Yeah,
if he
so-
said it with no hint
so
of irony
do
and
you-
wasn't laughing?
Like you realize there's
Would that be
distinctions
funny?
in context here, right? Like nobody's
You
threatening
didn't make
physical
it clear
harm
that you
against
were joking.
anybody. Nobody's saying they're going to show up at your house. One time I laughed at you. One time, by the way, only once I laughed at you because
Look, Andrew, I'm taking you at your word,
because
but
you didn't get
weren't
on whatever.
laughing.
That's it.
You weren't laughing.
Yeah, I was
You weren't
laughing.
No, you said
Grace,
you
the
wonder
whole
why
thing
your
was a
daughter didn't
bit.
get on
The
whatever.
whole thing was a bit. I had like evil music in the background. It was a bit. Holy shit. It was
When
a
you
bit.
said that part,
He
the
pulled the
reason
big
I'm
sack
asking
when
you
he's
to
like, "Oh, I'm
clarify
following
it-
your Zillow." Oh my god.
The reason I'm
the same
clarifying
difference.
it is because I obviously
No, that wasn't a bit,
bit
bro.
or-
Give me a fucking break. That wasn't a bit. I'm going to take
Well,
a
did he
shotgun
find
blow
the stuff
as
himself,
awesome.
or wait, what?
He was in a Discord group. This guy was in a Discord
Oh.
group with a bunch of people cyber stalking me and threatened to shoot me with a shotgun in the face. What are you talking about, bro?
I vaguely remember this from 3 years ago, but okay, yeah, maybe he's that crazy. I don't know. Big stalker. He should have a blood sports about it because if you have evidence of that, that'd be really bad for him, wouldn't it?
The evidence was already presented. It's not something which is not known. Okay, just not known to you maybe, but the thing is like I don't care about any of that anyway. I haven't had to deal with that guy in years, and I don't give a shit about him. I'm just pointing out here. No, I didn't blacklist you. I've
Okay,
never
now-
done anything to you.
Okay, now
I'm just saying,
why would you?
well, I'm taking you at your word. You implied.
And by the way,
something to me.
Grace, when your dad was in jail, didn't I fucking call you? What did I say to you?
You didn't call me. You DM'd me.
Yes, I did. Yeah, and then we talked, right?
No, we never talked.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. We talked on Discord. I can pull up the call.
Uh-oh.
And I said, do you need help?
I don't think so.
I asked you if
DM'd
you need help. Didn't I ask you if you needed help?
I'm pretty sure it was a DM. I don't remember a call.
Okay, well maybe I'm
Okay,
misremembering it, but I remember.
Maybe you called
but I
me.
remember,
It doesn't really matter.
I remember.
You
But I
DM'd me,
remember
you called
asking.
me.
What I asked you was that if your dad needed help, didn't I?
Yeah, you
Isn't that
asked
what
if
I
you
asked
needed
you?
help. Yeah.
Yes, I said that I would help you out, didn't I?
Mm-hmm. You did.
Does that sound like somebody who's trying to fucking maliciously do something to you?
Okay, no,
No,
but
that
I
part
think
doesn't,
the
which is
problem
why I
is
was
No.
confused. I'm
No.
confused by the way it's
No,
been.
and when your dad,
back
and when your
forth.
dad, and when your dad barely touched your chair with his foot, right? Who was the first one there saying this is overblown fucking nonsense? Me, right? I've never fucked with
I've
the Thorps.
always
I don't need to.
been
It's
you.
always been a one-sided. It's always been a one-sided war, and you know why, Grace? We all know why. Because you want the clout.
But Andrew, I don't understand. Like this is
Okay,
like I'm.
no, wait,
Yeah,
hold
don't
on.
shake your
No.
fucking head,
Grace
Lalo.
is
It's
botching
true.
it. She's botching it.
I'm
No, no,
not
no, no. I'm taking your side on
disagreeing
this one,
with-
Andrew.
no,
Kind of.
Yeah.
Lalo, hang on.
No, I'm making
not
great points.
disagreeing with you. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying, if we bring it back to the lawsuit, I still don't understand why you would say, "Hey, Grace, a fellow Christian, supposedly, right? A young woman who's trying to clear her name. I support you in what you're doing, and I'm glad you're trying to clear your name." I just don't understand why you won't say that.
Because I don't think that's what it's about. I think it's about vengeance. I think it's about you trying to get revenge on Destiny because you think, and your dad, like he just wouldn't admit that it's his fault that he's in the position he's in. I think that both of you are coping, and you think that it's because of Destiny that you're in the position you're in, and it's really not,
Well-
Grace. It's because of you. It's because of you
Well,
two.
hang
You
on a
did it to
second.
yourselves.
You said, wait, well, you can at least admit you were wrong about this. You said I was a grifter who was going to sleep with Destiny to get clout. Not only did that not happen, but I disagreed with him. He crashed out.
Okay,
and
hey,
started
you know what?
bullying me
I
for
will
2
retract.
years.
I will retract this. It is surprising to me that you were one of the few e-girls online who did not sleep with Destiny. True, I retract that.
Why would it surprise you that she didn't if she's so close to her father? Do you think like she would cuck her dad for Destiny?
What? I don't.
Well,
I
yeah,
don't
because-
think she slept with her dad. You fucking weirdo.
So, okay, wait, hold on a second. So my ultimate question here is that there is a relationship between you and Ben, graced by just the externality of her existing, that you guys are kind of like mutually obsessed
Yeah,
with each other
wait,
to a
and
degree
hang
that
on,
is not
wait, hang on.
really.
There's
Hold on,
never
wait,
been. There's
wait,
no.
hang
there-
on.
like,
That's a
bro,
good-
hang on, man.
hold on,
Let's
that's a
back
good
up.
point. No,
There's
no,
no
let me just make this
obsession.
point. Let me make this
What do
point.
you mean obsession? What obsession?
Yeah, no, that's
You think
no,
I'm
Lalo,
obsessed with the
that's my-
Thorp?
That's actually
What?
my point. That's my point. That's my point. Andrew
Okay,
has
what's
always,
the point?
okay, he might deny this, but he's always tried to give me advice and like sort of be like a whatever father figure kind of thing. Like, you could be really big if you did this. You should stop doing this. And then when I actually follow something that's like pretty similar to his advice, he says, you're going to lose. You shouldn't have done this.
What?
I don't understand.
What advice did I give? What? Like what? What advice? What advice did I give you? What are
Consistently
you talking
told
about?
me you should focus on your career. You should stop
Yeah,
leaning into this.
True.
And a natural implication
Yeah,
of
it's
that is
true.
you should fight back against these allegations.
No, well, it's okay. So wait a second. The natural implication of the thing you never said is thus. No, what I said to you was you should focus on your career, not focus on all the nonsense. But of course, by the way, the thing that's funny about this is like some of this
But how
is
can
done.
I
is
get
done-
like how can I focus
Hang on,
on
some of
my
this is
career?
stated out of context where you guys are contacting me for shit, and I tell you, fucking look, here's what I would do if I were you. Take it or leave it. Take it or fucking leave it. But here's the thing, Grace, and everybody knows this.
I'm not claiming
Nobody's going to
anything
dispute
beyond
this. Hang
that. I'm
on,
just
nobody's
saying
going to
you
dispute
right.
this. No, yeah, nobody's going to dispute this. You guys are exactly where you're at because of you. It was your own fault. It was really stupid. The RV thing was stupid. Everyone told you it was stupid. Did it anyway, right? Told you not to fucking lean into the incest thing. You do it anyway. You go out of your way to fucking light your feet on fire to warm up your hands, and then you wonder why it is that you're not cold, but you can't walk anywhere. And it's like, look, you do it to yourself.
Why would
All you have to do is just stop. Just stop. Like, how hard is it
So
to
you
just
don't-
stop?
you don't-
Just stop the
so you-
nonsense.
So you don't support me defending my name. You don't support that. You think that's
Go defend your name. I don't give a shit if you fucking sue Destiny. I'm just
But
telling you that
that's
I don't
what I'm
believe
doing.
that you're doing that. I don't believe you're doing that to clear your good name. I think you're doing it because you think that it will propel you to some amount of fame. That's what I think. That's what I think.
So you don't think I have any interest in clearing my name?
Well, I think you have an interest in revenge, and I think you have an interest in clout, right? But I've seen you guys lean into this so fucking much that it's really difficult for me to believe that there's anything here except just revenge and clout, Grace. I mean, just to be totally upfront with you.
Okay, well,
I'm not so sure that it's about clearing your name. I think it's about getting vengeance on Destiny because you blame him for some perceived bad thing that happened to you.
You're just a cynical person. I mean, it is getting like, it is payback for what he did to me. That's true, somewhat.
Exactly.
That's literally what a defamation lawsuit is, asking for.
Yeah, I know. It's payback. It's payback. It's vengeance.
Something wrong that somebody did to you.
Right, but there's hundreds of people who did this, but you picked him for a reason, and it's because
do you want to know what the reason is? Do you want to know what the reason is?
Yeah, because he's a big streamer. It can propel you to clout and money.
I have never sued anybody before. I was very nervous about it. And the statute of limitations, I literally filed the lawsuit the day before it would run out. That's why I did it.
Yeah, it's just going to blow up in your face. That's all I'm saying. Like, it's up to you what you do, right? Okay. But when you ask me, like, aren't you going to support your fellow Christian in her noble endeavor? I would, I guess, if I believed it was a noble endeavor, but I actually don't. No. And you know what? I'm fine with you going for revenge. That's a motivation I can understand. That's a Thorp motivation that I can get behind. You don't seem to
understand the difference between revenge and justice. Going through the revenge.
Justice. You're after revenge. You want revenge.
Justice is going to the court, presenting something, and saying, I think this was wrong, what this person did to me, and I would like compensation for it. And they can determine whether that's true or not. How is that revenge? That's just justice. I'm literally going
if it was really about justice, if it was really about justice and this really wasn't about clout, fame, revenge, you wouldn't be so eagerly anticipating Destiny's response so that you could make content out of it. You'd be going through proper channels behind the scenes, making sure nothing bogged this case down, making sure you never said a stupid thing that would hurt your case, making sure you never fuck this up. But you ain't doing none of that. You're making it as public as you possibly fucking can because it's about money and revenge, Grace.
Okay, but Andrew, you're
I'm a very small streamer who needs support and awareness for this to go through, especially to raise money in case I need to hire a lawyer.
You're a very small streamer who wants clout, Grace. Yeah. You're a very small streamer who wants clout.
Publicity is an important part of a lot of legal cases. And thirdly, Destiny streams his own court content constantly. And
that's true.
There's nothing wrong with streaming.
But what Destiny, the thing is, that's funny about Destiny.
Part of clearing
I don't believe
my
Destiny has a moral. I don't believe Destiny has a moral bone in his body. I don't think he has a single qualm about streaming anything about anything. I think that he thinks I'll make more money streaming this drama than they could ever even extort out of me. I literally believe all of that about Destiny. But here's the thing that's so funny. Here's the thing that's so funny.
It's not extortion.
For you. No, people to extort money from him, right? From his view. Yeah, I'm talking about from his view, what he thinks. I literally do believe that he thinks this, yes. And I think that that's what he thinks. I think he doesn't give a shit. I think he doesn't have a moral bone in his body. But the thing is with you, Grace, is like, I do think that there's a calculated element to this. The reason you did it the day before the statute of limitations expired, like you just said, and the reason you're streaming it, even knowing there's no way any attorney would ever advise you to stream any of this. No way. I'll tell you what. Oh, yeah? Tell me which attorney advised you to stream this. Which one?
None of them.
None of them. Yeah, you're representing yourself? You're representing. Okay, great. Well, good luck with your case. You guys have a wonderful evening. Thank you for having me on the stream.
That is brutal. That is brutal because there's a line of questioning here that I believe really just gets to the bottom of it. I know that Andrew was kind of neutral when he called it initially, which kind of begs the question of, for a person that claims to have a way bigger, no, he totally was. He was somewhat indecisive in the whole binary of whether or not the lawsuit would succeed, and now he's very belligerent towards it not working.
He had already decided it wasn't going to work.
Well, the morality of
Lalo, you're not that stupid to think he came on to help Grace out. What do you think Ethan Ralph called up for?
Of course not.
What do you think Ethan Ralph called up for? To offer his advice? No,
Grace loved it. I don't know.
They're grifters.
No,
Andrew Wilson doesn't need to grift, but like Ethan Ralph does. He sure fuck does. And our numbers went down when Ethan Ralph showed up.
But we're talking about Andrew. Andrew shows attention when it really doesn't benefit him in any way at all to like call into the stream, which again is the question I'm getting at, which is like, why does he even care?
It does. It does. He's worried about himself getting a suit, and he should worry. What he said about us as federal agents is suable.
So
Well, so the gang is all here to protect the gang. He's behaved in ways that are reprehensible.
He's doing a favor for Destiny.
I think they all have the same mentality. Don't you think Destiny's community is a lot like Andrew's community? Cult behavior. I'm not saying Destiny called in a favor, but like all these people, they have the same mentality. Ethan, Ralph, Destiny, Andrew Wilson, you name it, right? Narcissistic assholes who want to make sure that little people don't expose them for what they are, which is liars and everything they accuse the little people of. Andrew's a liar. He's a flat out liar. And you know what he was trying to do with Grace. You know what he was trying to do with Grace. The same thing everyone tries to do with Grace. Get her when dad's not around. Honey trap a little bit. No, I'm not saying he would think that he could.
He's playing on his TV or something, Grace. There's like a feedback on his end.
Oh,
Sorry,
I'll mute.
Okay. No, I think that he is okay. So you're implying that he's trying to fuck Grace or something? Is he trying to like dom her, like OPC or something?
Andrew Wilson has a thing with young, attractive streamers where I think he looks for validation that he doesn't get from old Shotgun Sally.
Well, who else besides Grace then? Because
this is what I don't understand. As I said before, Andrew has always tried to take this like fatherly uncle approach towards me.
Yeah.
Which I don't like hold against him, but I simply don't understand.
In some sense, he's sexually confused. So it's on the one hand, it's like a kind of like validation for him. On the other hand, it's sort of a paternal thing. On the other hand, it's just something to do. Just the old, heavy lifter back there is like, it's one less thing to worry about. He did it with Lav.
Right, but if he wants to play daddy, why would his advice be like, this is stupid, Destiny's going to claim that you're pretending to be hurt by this?
He's confused. Andrew Wilson is one of the most confused people I've ever met in my life. I think really he should just explore homosexuality. This is my advice to other people, right? Just explore it and see what happens, right? But, him and Rach and they are in an interesting way, they've become their own, like they've become kind of inverse heterosexuals. She's the man, he's the woman. She's the weightlifter, he's the sensitive one who plays guitar. I mean, so maybe it works out in some inverted way with enough strap-ons and, whatever. Everyone can end up, okay. But it's not healthy. And, I think both of them would really do well to just explore LGBTQ possibilities. And maybe just kind of realize who they are, and it's not really what they play on TV.
Okay, so you're saying they're closeted gays, right? So it's a common thread. But
I'm not saying necessarily, but why would you be avoiding it? Why would you say like me and Andrew studiously avoid the company of homosexuals? Why? Well, what would you care? You're in the entertainment business and you avoid homosexuals?
You're claiming that he avoids homosexuals or is like enamored
That's what
with
they
the gays?
said. That's what they said.
Today? I don't know.
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
Chat. And then Rachel also said that I want Andrew's balls or nuts. I don't know I don't see how that's normal.
Well, no, so her angle is that you're obsessed with Andrew because Andrew has all the following, and that's what she claims is what makes Andrew better than you, mainly. And so that's kind of like
I
the
understand
premise.
that. They both say, like, we've got a bigger dick than you or whatever stupid thing. Yeah, which is true. That's true. No doubt about it.
Well, I don't really think either of them are gay. I think maybe you could claim that Andrew's not a traditional masculine guy, like what he's trying to do, and then he kind of sees you as more traditionally masculine, but then also like gross or something. With like he has like this like fixation, which is what you need to get to the bottom of, because that's basically what the premise is.
Yeah, I do think there is a kind of fascination. Like he's the type of guy who shows up at a bar and picks a fight with a much bigger, better fighter, gets his ass kicked, and then shows up at the bar the next day. I don't know why he does it. I've destroyed him on many occasions. He doesn't have to do this, but he is sort of obsessed with me. But you can say he's obsessed. He likes to say, I want to talk to Grace, but like, I think
All right,
it's,
so-
daddy
Okay,
issues.
so-
Does that mean that I think he's gay? I don't think anyone's really gay. But
So
I do
would you
think he has
concede that
issues.
there's okay, let's say there's one hypothesis I just came up with that where he sees you as like the traditional masculine, not archetype, but something along those lines, but is
Yeah.
envious in that respect, that you are also envious and not that he's masculine, but that he has more clout than you at this point.
I don't think if you want to say I'm jealous of Andrew Wilson's like position, I certainly am. I don't think I envy Andrew Wilson. Well, I mean, you think
Can
I'd
I
want
just
to
say-
be in the
can
same
I
room
just
as
say-
Rachel?
I find every conversation with the Wilsons utterly confusing. They've done this several times. I don't understand either of them saying like, "Hey, fuck you, enjoy your failed lawsuit."
Yeah, they're
Destiny."
crazy.
I just like I just simply don't understand.
They're
it.
crazy. They're crazy.
It's fine if you say, "I think Destiny's defense against you is going to be that you're faking it," but like that's kind of a half-baked thing. I don't even know why you would care enough to come on to tell me that. I just can't understand. I can't understand them
No.
at all. I cannot understand them.
Okay, now there's two ways to look at it. So it's
I
either
don't understand.
I'm a person that gets watched by the entire population of China, right? 1/8 of the entire planet. And I'm over here going to call in like the benign god that I am to the Thorp stream. And I'm going to tell these losers what's what. Or it could be that he's actually not obsessed, but has like this passive interest for whatever reason. We need to get down to it tonight as to why he is that way, because I wouldn't do that. And so remember, okay, you're pulling up a chat. You're fucking
Remember
ruining
when
it.
Lalo almost said he wanted to get hit by a well put together man?
I don't think I phrased it that way, but no. Andrew's gayer than me. I would never marry Rachel. No offense, but we look different also. So anyway, the point is that like inevitably you're in one of two pathways. And so I think it's more so the latter than the former, when you say.
The latter, yeah. I think it's true. There is a weird kind of way in which like you could say I got under his skin when we were coming up. We got under his skin and he's the type of person, I really do think he leads his life in a way that he doesn't really know what he's doing when he's doing it, So I wouldn't say there's like a real easy calculation, but there's generally like in a stream like this, there's the kind of sense. Andrew's not stupid. He can say like this story's going to blow up. That's why Ethan Ralph was here trying to grift. And so his thing is like, I'll try to pretend I'm being just like, you would not disagree with me that Ethan Ralph does this thing time after time of pretending he's here to offer advice and then turning it about himself and looking for you to sort of stroke
but to be fair, aren't you always indulging him more than Grace does? Because she was seething about the call-in, right? So why is that? Because you should know better, right?
Well, I don't really see like I see an Ethan Ralph call as like, he has in some ways like legacy clout. I wouldn't say he has a lot of viewers, but it could get covered by Kino Casino. I mean, would you, if Ethan Ralph called you on one of your streams, would you not pick up?
If I were you, probably not, because he's so long-winded. But if he is pissed off, like if he's drunk or something,
being you, would you not pick up?
No, because he's gonna say a lot of slurs. But I mean, just in your hypothetical, I suppose so. But I don't know. He's fallen off, so we'd have to 3 years ago, maybe.
Okay, but I mean, whatever. I don't know. You could say like if Boogie2988 called me, I'd pick up the phone.
He's a lot
call
bigger.
me, I pick up the phone.
Yeah.
Andrew Wilson shows up in chat. We have him up. I mean, yes, I understand you're saying like Ethan's kind of, but I'm generally a friendly guy. I enjoy conversations, and you never know where it's going to go with Ethan.
No, I mean you do, because you just implied that he just makes it back to himself, right? So I mean, I guess it kind of leads one way. There you go.
I mean, all these people are. Do you not think there's a lot that Ethan Ralph has in common with Andrew Wilson, has in common with Destiny, has in common with Keemstar? It's like the type of person that on the internet at this point.
Well, like in the 6 degrees of
like,
Volcaldom, yeah, maybe, but I don't. Are they like really intimate with each other? I don't really understand. But
no, I'm not saying that. I'm
character to
saying
have.
that if you were to go to the Wild West before law was established, right, and you're actually there before the law was established, right, where it was kind of the Wild West, you would find a lot of similar types of characters. generally people who were violent, who had other people under their control. That's what happens, right? It's kind of like gangland, right? Until the law comes in and kind of establishes order, right? That's what a lot of Westerns are about, right?
Yes.
And that also is what happens in the narco zones, right? In Mexico.
You know?
A narco guy is pretty much like another narco guy, right? I mean, it's just kind of a pattern. You have a certain amount of charisma, you have implied violence, you have people under you, and if someone fucks with you, you hit them hard, but otherwise you're like nice to the little boys and girls to get the common people on your side, right?
Yep.
So I think that's what happens on the internet, because it's also like kind of it's a largely unregulated space, right?
Okay. Okay, so who's the regulator? Who is the person provoking the chaos?
So we're here to regulate. Yeah, we're here to regulate. We're here to bring the law.
Okay, but Andrew
To a
was the one that
space.
called in to be the Dom. Okay, so like, how do you? What is he like delusional or something?
I mean, I think it's
I
just,
think he called in because I think he's a strange kind of guy who walks into a bar knowing he's going to get the shit beat out of him, who thinks he's going to get laid. I don't know.
I don't think so. I think he thought he was gonna win the
Every
interaction
few
from that.
months, Grace, isn't that true? Every few months, he just sort of, something's going on. He waltzes in, thinks he's going to get a W, gets an L, but like his buddies are now telling him, that was a real W, bro.
yeah.
It's not. I mean, if we were to pick
I
it
think
apart,
it's
which we
time-
might want to, if we were to pick it apart, I destroyed him. Sorry, I just destroyed him. He just
Well,
lies.
you got him into a debate about whether he's gay. I mean, I think it's time to just say. I think it's just time to say, like,
The gun
I mean,
the gun. You got to give me credit for going to the gun thing.
what does a gun look like, Andrew?
I mean, that whole thing was gay.
He indulged
I'm just
it too
saying,
much.
any gay guy will say, "Oh Lord, I know what this is. This is gay play." I'm not saying it means those two guys are homosexuals. It's just a lot of
Yeah.
homoeroticism going on, and everyone knows that. It's like saying, "Hey, is there a gay thing about cops or Indians or whatever, the Navy, men in
I wouldn't go for the
uniform?"
gay thing.
Yeah.
I would just go for the.
Doesn't mean that
masculinity
every
angle.
cop is gay. I'm just saying.
Also,
it
I
can
noticed
get gay
that
quick.
I noticed that Andrew would because I know he drinks on the stream, right? And that's common. However, he got progressively more fucked up as he was still on the stream. I heard him pissing twice. Very disrespectful. And I feel like that is something that if
That was
I were
Rachel.
you would
She
be.
pees standing up.
I mean, I don't know, maybe she's tall, but look, the point
Taking a
is
leak.
no,
Taking a
I don't know,
whiz,
Rachel.
bro. Leaving the door open. Hope we
I
don't
just
mind.
think it's time to say, like, I just
a
think
lot
it's
of
time to say
amino
that
acids in me today.
perhaps Andrew, despite his success, is suffering from perhaps some type of mental illness. I mean, how can you claim that you have reason to believe and still have reason to believe that me and my father are federal informants?
But
part
did
of
you,
the
did you understand? Did
FBI?
you understand my point?
And I'm supposed to
If
take
I
this
was a federal
seriously?
agent, it's not that hard to ingratiate yourself in the Crucible. You give lots of donos and you say Andrew Wilson's a real man. It's super easy.
Well, I just find
and
it to
then
be
you could
self-important.
probably incite them to do something if you wanted to get them arrested. But they're all a bunch of F slurs. You know what I mean?